Fighting here and there, we don't want it at all. Killing people today, tomorrow, we don't want it at all. And we don't want separation. You do your own, I do my own. Make you they go. Michael, no. We don't want that one.
We may quarrel and disagree, but let it be on the table of dialogue. No blood, chaos, war, violence.
Let us stand with our nation as one people.
And we must also stand for the armed forces. They are our husbands and wives. They are our brothers and sisters.
Please support the armed forces,
whose lives are always on the front line to protect our nation. Nigeria is your own, Nigeria is mine, Nigeria is our own. Our uniqueness is in our oneness.
Our oneness is our strength.
This message is from the Defense Intelligence Agency, Information Operations.
When we are asleep in the night, they are awake. When we are awake in the morning, they are still awake. In the bush, air, land, and sea, every time, anytime, everywhere. They are our security forces. In season and out of season, standing in there for you and I, standing in there for our nation to keep Nigeria safe. Let us always support them. Let us pray for them. Let us help them to serve us better, to serve the nation better. Let us support the federal government of Nigeria. Together, we can weather the storm. For vital information, call
091 35 90 4467.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration wished to bring to the notice of the FCTA pensioners under the Defined Benefit Scheme, Old Pension Scheme, that effective from Friday, July 1st, 2022, the administration will suspend the payment of monthly pension to all pensioners who have not been verified under the biometric verification exercise that has been on since March 2020. Affected pensioners are hereby requested to report to the FCT Pension Department, Area 3, Garki, Abuja, to complete the process of verification to avoid suspension of their monthly pension payment. For further inquiries, please contact us on 0801 837 75313 or at fctpen19@gmail.com. Management Announcer.
Nine be
That's major.
okay. When I see ba, you get some.
Larry, it's good that you even did this one. We don't go school small. We don't go school small.
You see, it gets some kind talk where we inherit, we will not suppose they use blindly. Now I be difficult student. When I go FRCN training school for Lagos, for my intermediary, Professor Mike Konashe, one of my lecturers, he see me, say, Ahmed, what are you doing here? Mr. Ifete, what is Ahmed doing here? This man is trouble. As a young man, I knew him when they begin talk. Now how it take expose me for the whole of FRCN training school, if not be so. When I know where I do my IT after FRCN training school, FRCN Abuja here, headquarters. I'm telling you, our department. Where are the IT students? Yes, ma. Yes, ma. The woman, she say, if she no notice anything past say I dey over respect her. She see man with beer. Before she talk, yes, ma. Because I no want get issue. May they no spoil my record. Say when I do IT, me where they don't sack me many times for KSMC. So this place now make I behave, make I as God they repackage me. My colleagues, where maybe I take 20 years senior them for the work. Where they before they go talk, yes, sir. Before yes, ma. Yes, ma. You get one of my colleagues where me and her day school, and she too now staff she be for FRCN. Yeah! I they call her the commander. Abi? Yes. I go try remember her name. Yeah. So the truth be said, as a student, if you are my type of student, you will have issues with your lecturers. Because me, if you tell me this is Samsung, I will not argue. But I will tell you, I will ask you, why is the A here not having a cross? The person will tell me saying Samsung, you don't know why the A, now V, then turn upside down. Now, I don't push them to do research to tell me why Samsung put S, instead of A, they come reverse V. V, where they face up, they come face them down. They don't come cross them. Why? Because me, I dey ask myself plenty questions. Now, person I no go ask. And the more than they answer me, the more people they benefit because some people no feel someone courage to ask questions. The other day we did mosque, we did pray. Afternoon prayer. That 1 o'clock. Zuhur. Our imam, after we pray 4 rakat finish, I see him do sujood 2 times, consider. Me, I know what will happen. But me, I know say many people for inside that mosque where we do that congregational prayer, no. And they keep quiet. For waiting concern you and your God, you dey shame again. It is better I get disgraced on earth and be honored when I meet my Creator. And as someone, I say, Imam, I beg, this one where you give us extra, these 2 extra now for waiting. Nadia is settled down. You say, I'm sorry. I should have explained immediately after the prayers. In the course of my prayers, there was one prayer I added that was not recommended. In Islam, what is recommended is recommended. You don't add, you don't reduce. So he has added mistakenly. That was the reason why he did that, to cover up. In the course of explanation, everybody, oh, no. Then, the me that you know, I now apologized to all of them for wasting their time. Do you know the response I got? No, you did not waste our time. It was actually a good question. So, my dear, don't be scared. And some of una way they hush una children up. Daddy, why are you bigger than mommy? Don't rush them. A curious child is an intelligent child. Every curious child is an intelligent child if you can mold the child well. Children, when they ask questions, when they withdrawn, when they to mingle with other children, is a sign for you to know that something is wrong with the child. It's either somebody within the vicinity is molesting that child, or something is bothering that child, but you and the mother does not seem to have time for that child. Children are naturally energetic, inquisitive, and full of life because the energy is there. Boku, boku, nyafu, nyafu. Unless if the child is sick, then you know, okay, this child has this particular challenge. I don't know whether, not be parenting, I they teach you now. I just they give on a clue from waiting day for my, or go ahead. So the truth is, I beg. You get some, I know of a child, the child don't they finish secondary school now. For coming first, the stepmother says she's a witch. The father took her to an orphanage home. You remember the case? Even at the orphanage home, first. I can collect microphone, make you explain. For coming first, now which she be? Because the woman, children. And now, make I tell you now one of the things where they open every child's brain. In case you know. And go and try it. If after 3 months of trying this, it does not work for you, when you see me, spit on me. Wow. You see, children going to bed early and waking up early. Waking up early sharpens the child's brain. It opens the brain. Try it and see. Don't allow your children to oversleep in the early hours of the morning. At the initial stage, they will be grumbling. They will not like it. Insist you are the father, you are the mother. Do it consistently for like 3 months and see and be observing the child's mental alertness. Even the way the brain will be receiving things, because it will be expanding the brain and sharpening the brain. I say 3 months. If you no see improvement, anywhere where you see me do it, if you do, I know say now offense where I commit be that. No matter how dull your child is, you will see an improvement. Waking up early. Some people teaching our enjoyment. No, allow my children to sleep well. They are sleeping on their destiny. Because the brain, if that picking where you see say it is sharp, if you say you they wake them up early, if for they sharper. Sharpest. I do talk too much. You remember the child.
Yes, my super ordinary president. You know, we just day night somebody carry cry come meet you, tell you see between the ground. How somebody carry picking because no be her born am. They carry first. He come turn and say na when she be. Simply because her own children no they even near the position.
And the father foolishly took his own blood to an orphanage home.
That's the wife, the woman, and the wife who they marry after.
His profile. Thank you. My brothers, my sisters, if I look down and I see the time, then they give us signal to do it in signal, make we continue today, but not they go. Shebi, I've been telling you, I say we get 9 days to go.
Yes, sir.
And these 9 days to go, we they try to raise 18 billion naira. As federal government no get money, I don't talk. I'm saying now for African proverb, they say adage. They say now only bastard 9 they point in Papa house with left hand. Now only picking where they no born well 9 they happy say in Papa fall in trouser tear. You see, if Nigerian government no get money, then what is the use of the citizens not being able to cover their father's shame? I'm not asking you to donate too much. I'm not asking you to raise money for me to build another radio station. I'm not asking you to raise money for me to build another TV station. I'm not asking you for money to go and buy a house in America, wherever, to take my children to. I am not asking you for any personal assistance. I am asking you for you to help yourself, us to help ourselves as citizens of this great nation. Nigeria is the most blessed country in the whole world. I can say it even if Joe Biden is in my front, Putin is in my front, Queen of England is in my front, Macaroni of France is, all of them, I'll tell them my country is better than your country in all ramifications apart from leadership. And no be lie. Nigeria now be one country where you go lick mango during this raining season, throw away and they go. The next raining season, you don't germinate. Nigerian women are so fertile. There are some women you don't need to sleep with them. You hold their hand, belly don't enter. Even if belly don't enter, they miss their menses. Now be say commotion, don't they? Just holding of hand. But the truth is, let us be serious. Today, now 145 days where our children dey for house. A whole semester has gone. 3 months plus. 4 months plus. So now, we go sit down because government no get money. Our children, a whole generation of leadership will now perish. Shame on all of us in this generation. We will die one day. History will have it. Posterity shall judge all of us. We are over 200 million as a population. If only 20 million, that's about 10% of Nigeria's population, can contribute just 1,000 naira, it means we have 20 billion naira. 1,000. How much you they buy data? If malaria catch you now, how much you go spend for chemist? If accident happen, you they go motor spoil for road. If you buy bad fuel for inside your motor, how much you do first of all use to change the fuel pump and the filter and the. But because in something will concern the progress of Nigeria, enemies of this country, enemies of this great nation have succeeded in brainwashing you. They don't tell you, say Nigeria no go ever work. Now them no go ever work for their lives. And oh God, you have answered our prayer. We talk, say people where they suffocate Nigeria will not allow Nigeria move forward. Some of them give them sickness. Some of them cause confusion amongst them so they can start exposing themselves one by one. You never start?
You don't start.
Watch and see. They will expose each other. All the wuru will happen. This one go talk, the one way this one do. This one go talk. They no go realize that until it don't too late. We the masses don't see everything where they hide inside trouser. But not being be the bone of contention now. Now so we go fold our hands and our arms, make we allow our children sit down for house, make bad politicians can't use them during election, because when hunger and idleness don't settle down for their lives, any activity where you give them because of energy we don't accumulate, they go rush and they go embrace them. Politicians go just come give them money, give them drugs and say, go attack so person's camp and so be it. Now, we think we want to be that. Now, this one, now the immediate one where they fear, the one where they fear in the future, this generation of Nigerians in the next 22 years, now them, we don't fade that time go. Now they are turn to take over leadership, what do we have in stock to take over the mantle of leadership at all levels? It means Nigeria is finished by the time we are not able to support our children. Waiting where they do, no be disgrace, we want disgrace federal government, no be challenge. We are showing the federal government how patriotic we are, how supportive we are, how understanding we are of the situation. Yes, there is no money, but individuals inside this government, we thief money, they get money. Some people, they talk, say, hey, that money where they recover from accountant general, my dear, democracy getting own. Now they talk, say, make Africans get African democracy. We need to domesticate and customize our own democracy. Now, according to democracy and constitution, you cannot go and touch that money. You need to go to court. You need. Do you know that the president and commander-in-chief, as it is now, as they shout, cannot remove the central bank governor single-handedly? As small as central bank governor be, National Assembly will have to sit. So, and at the engine room of the economy be that. After central bank and Minister of Finance, Abino be so. Now, you cannot remove the central bank governor. Why? Because now waiting our constitution, our law talk be that. Even when you are not happy with what the central bank governor is doing. Now the kind situation where Nigerian government discover be that. Now something we don't take, they for ground. Now, ASU, you know say before I've been they blame them. But when I come sit down, reason now, not be ASU just wake up say 18 billion. Now agreement they reach with federal government of Nigeria. And federal government agree say they go give them the money. Since when they do that agreement, federal government not even make effort to say out of this 18 billion, take 2 billion naira. At least make I take idea they reduce. It's just Nigerian court. If I they owe you 10 million, or you they owe me 100 million naira, I manage give you 200 naira, 20,000 naira out of 100 million naira you collect. You they record. If we go court, they no go quarrel too much. They go say, intention to pay don't they now? See effort. Then the court go come ask me, how much you think say you go they comfortable to they give this man every month? If I say I fit give him 2005, the court fit raise and say, oh no, give him 5,000. 100 million. In how many years I go pay 100 million 2005? So at least these ASU people, now human beings them be. But when they shout say IPPIS na fraud, there's no angle they no attack me. I bring the director IPPIS under the office of the accountant general. He come this radio station. He attack me. I can't expose one IPPIS fraud because many people they come. All of them they on standby. One lady, where she and her husband, the lady be inspector of police, she know through IPPIS. She they collect 145,000, 135,000. Collect microphone, my dear.
135,000.
135,000, and she they remit her.
She's taking 15,000 to remit.
She they take 15,000 and then send back the 120,000 naira to a staff of the office of the accountant general of the federation through the office of the director IPPIS. This lady discover as we speak they are on their run on the run for their lives. Now these lecturers talk say wuru day for IPPIS. Check it very well. If to say wuru no day will for allow me kuna capture us for IPPIS. Some departments of ministries, what thing they do be say, They go talk say they do mistake, they no capture. They go keep una salary for 2-3 months. They no go give una. They say that they rectify. Una know wetin the secret. They gather una money in billions, put them for fixed deposit for 2-3 months. They pretend say then they rectify. They know they rectify anything. They generate profit on top of your money. After they don't do and finish, all the people we suppose react, permanent secretary, director, admin and finance, where they eventually become permanent secretaries. Make una they check record of permanent secretaries in Nigeria. Any former director, admin and finance, most of them now they become permanent secretaries because now then get the money to give bribe to become PAMSEC. There is nothing permanent about permanent secretary. Now make we they see former permanent secretary. Everything in this life get end, including the life itself. Waiting with the talk be say, now ASU come talk say no, make una check this thing. That one become problem. That one become problem. Now, these people give warning. They cannot do anything. That's the way you talk say you cannot do anything. See, you don't keep children for house. They don't keep children for house for 144 days. 145 days. February 14 on Valentine's Day. And then go on strike. And all of us open eyes, they watch. Some people now want to politicize this thing. You get one link where they send to me, somebody say me they contribute money in order to remove APC out of government. What rubbish is that? Some people go edit the account number, put another account name and number. All of these things we go display them. Some negative energy human beings come they talk say this is unrealistic. Some people are saying ordinary president will be put to shame this time around. Put to shame how? I come out naked. Even if I come out naked, if I do like this, I don't cover the most important part. This is a challenge to we the masses. We they make mad 2023. We go take over. If we cannot raise ordinary 18 billion naira, it means we are finished as the masses. Their children no day for house. So their children, as we they talk now, their children, some of them they write exam.
Yes.
Some are planning to graduate because their academic calendar, wherever they are schooling, has never been tampered with. For those countries, instead where children go stay for house, it better make papa and mama stay for hunger. But here we are. Some people just they happy. Some people they happy. My own be say even if na 1,000 naira, she be me I don't contribute 10 million naira. My role model, Shegun Ogunyonwo of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators don't contribute 1 million naira. Dr. Otabo of Alliance Hospital don't bring 1 million naira check. See, I'm here. And other people don't they contribute, they go. Tell all these people we come out, say then they contest for presidency. Every single one of them must bring exact amount, an equivalent amount where it take by form to contribute to this cause. If not be so, we mark them X. Anyone when no pay, we just let una know say so person is one of the enemies of our future. We don't need to make it black and white, say one of the enemies of our future. We just say, now one of them. One of them who? If they carry the matter, go court. My Lord, I said he is one of them. One of them who? One of the people that contested for presidency. Yes, my Lord. Lembe. But we don't decode, we know how far. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
We must raise this money by the grace of God.
Amen.
20 billion, 18 billion is nothing compared to our population. As we talk now, somebody dey on standby. And who be this person? This person now, one person wey be say since wey ASU they get leadership, they never get effective leadership like this man. Now person when be say, now Nigeria be the first thing wey dey in mind before any other thing. Even this strike, nothing you will not do to make sure say this strike no happen. It don't tell where the strike for happen. Now in they persevere, say no, not yet. This is our country. This is our country. But he get as a human being, you have limitations to work to some endurance in life. Even as this thing they go on, you know happy say this thing they happen. My brothers, my sisters, we get the president of ASU on standby. Make we appreciate him. So my people, if you are ready, please let's do the conversation. Hello, President, good morning, sir. Hello, Prof. Okay, we dey try, it be like say na the network, but when I see Prof there, it be like say he dey try to get our audio signal. Because the way he do, be like say I want hear within the man they talk. Hello, Prof. Good morning, sir. Okay, the technical team, you can come closer. Make we see how we go take link up with Professor Sodeke. If that one no work, make we do audio call with him. Make we do audio call with him. Now make I say, make when I test him since yesterday, I refuse to get angry. People go, they behave like a regular Nigerian civil servant.
Hello?
Hello, Professor Sodeke, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name na Ordinary Ahmad Isa, then they call me the Ordinary President. That na because I dey fight on behalf of people who no fit fight for themselves, sir.
Thank you very much. I've listened to you a number of times.
Yes, sir. I am the president and founder of Human Rights Radio and Television plus Brekete Family Reality Radio and Television Talk Magazine program that you are on live now, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, Prof. First of all, we would like you to introduce yourself properly by yourself before we continue.
Thank you. I am Emmanuel Sodeke. I'm a professor at the Michael Lokpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, in Abia State, and the president of the Academic Staff University, ASU.
Thank you. We no go appreciate that. Thank you. Prof, sir. Hello, Prof.
Yes, I'm listening.
The whole world is listening to you because this is an international platform that people all over the world listen and watch, sir.
Okay.
First of all, we will like you to tell the whole world what led to this strike, what are your demands, and the challenges you are facing.
Thank you. Well, this process started in 2009. After a lengthy discussion and negotiation, the federal government and ASU signed an agreement on one, how to bring our university to where they were, and also to ensure that our university are in such a way that they can compete with any university in the world, that they can attract scholars from all over the world to come and teach in Nigerian university, and also enable students to come from anywhere in the world to come and be students at Nigerian universities. That was how it was in the 70s and early 80s, which is not there again. Those were the major issues issue for which that agreement was signed in 2009. And both sides signed. The next thing was the implementation. And the federal government reneged. Then in 2012, government did not believe what we were saying about the status of our universities, and the government set up its own panel, known as need assessment panel, to go around all the universities in Nigeria, public university, and look at their status. And that panel came out with a report. I will send a copy to you at the end of this so that you can also see it.
Yes.
And that report was presented to Federal Executive Council. And they agree that this university were in a horrible state, and they will commit the sum of 1.3 trillion naira to revamp the universities.
1.3 trillion naira.
Yes, as of 2013. So that was it. In 2013, when they refused to also implement their own, what they committed themselves to, we now went on strike again after a lot of agitation. And then in 2013, we met with the president then, Goodluck Jonathan, and after a meeting with him, we reached an understanding, which is documented, that this 1.3 trillion naira will be spread over 6 years, so that government do not have enough money to commit at a blow, and they will spread over 6 years. 200 billion naira in 2014, and the next 5 years, they will commit 220 billion every year to the university. So when you go around university, you will see the impact of that 200 billion that were committed the first time. All the degrees that carry need assessment is the product of that particular thing. A large number of police were sent for training and with PhD and masters. But after that 200 billion, everything stopped. Up till now, between 2014 and now, the only amount that has been committed is 50 billion against the 1.1 trillion they would have committed within this particular period. So that is number one issue where we are on strike. The number two is that we have that agreement to have been renewed every 3 years. It should have been renewed in 2012, renegotiated in 2012. But we have been appealing to them, begging them, writing to them, appealing to them, meeting with them met with the president, met with the senate president, met with chief of staff of the president, met with the speaker house representative, met with all these categories. That please implement the agreement for the sake of our children, the sake of Nigeria, children of the poor, who cannot afford to go to private university or go abroad. They refuse. So that is where we are on strike. In 2017, they set up their panel to negotiate with us. We finished that process in 2021, May, and they were supposed to go back, look at the issue, and come back and discuss with us and tell us to sign, or if the issue, we'll trash them out. But they didn't come back until just a few weeks ago. That is number two. Number three is shortly along the line, they came out with the idea that ASU should now be paid from the Account General Office, that all lecturers, all staff in university should be paid from Account General Office using a very corrupt process known as UTAS, IPPIS. You are aware of it. I've had you already also spoke on this.
Yes, sir.
They noticed that we should not be paid from Account General Office, a very corrupt office, to a product that they said World Bank bought and gave to them as loan without testing, and you introduce it. That all the academics in Nigeria should collect their data, their very essential data. We have all set of categories put in the system and sent to them abroad. No country does that in the world. No country will send all your academics, all their data, everything about their background, and send to a foreign country.
To another country.
And they send this country to America, the World Bank. And we said we will not do that. That is the origin of this UTAS. That they challenge us that
sorry, not UTAS, IPPIS, sir.
I said that's the origin of UTAS. We'll talk about UTAS now.
Okay.
That they don't challenge us that when you want to answer the IPPIS, can you develop your own that will be as good or better than UTAS? So IPPIS, I will say yes. It took us 3 months to develop the UTAS, University Transparency and Accountability Solution. Took us 3 months. I haven't done that. They said they would test it. The first question we asked, if you are going to test UTAS, have you tested IPs? Because to know the one that is better, you have to test the two. They said that they are not empowered to test IPs, but they want to test UTAS. After agitation, we also agreed, and they subjected our UTAS to test. And the report by them showed that it scored 99.3%. 99.3%. And before we move on to the Minister of Labor, when the panel was set up, They rush ahead. You want to give the president to the ones that the thing has failed.
Which people went ahead on air to say it has failed?
The Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy. They have an agent that called NIDA, Nigerian Information and something. I can't remember the full name.
Yes, sir.
So they now asked them. They quickly went ahead that the thing has failed. Without reporting the person who set up the panel, that tells you, you know why? That tells you that people already have a fixed mind. And the fixed mind is that a number of high-class Nigerians are making so much money from UTAS, from IPPIS. And if they are making money and we introduce this on the system, it will not catch their source of fraud. And they quickly went after it. You also are aware of our case in fraud, professor in Futo, and what have you. You know the professor in Futo, a city minister, being appointed a professor at the center as a city minister. These are, we believe, are the reason why they want to knock out our UTAS. That is number 3. So we have what we refer to as an academic calamity. And this one has to do with the work you are doing. In Nigeria, the ratio of lecturer to student should have been 1 lecturer to 9 students for the medical and engineering, and 1 lecturer to 15 students in the humanities. That is the ratio. But today, in some university, the ratio is 1 to 50, 1 to 60, and 1 to 30. Which means that lecturer is doing far more than he's doing. And we agree with government that they need to compensate them for this extra work they are doing. Which is, we agreed on, and now they see owing backlog of that money. 2, we also agree that to ensure accountability in the Nigerian system, that every 5 years is a law that is visitor, which the president will send a team to the university to look at the state of the university or did the account, everything, and report every 5 years. Until we went on this strike, after 11 years before this panel was set up, for 11 years instead of 5 years before this panel was set up, the report is more than 1 year old now in the ministry. Nothing has been done. So this is why, those are the major reasons why we are striking. We also have this issue of proliferation of universities. You have a state that cannot fund 1 university. You sit down overnight and create 3, create 4, just for political reasons. At the federal level, you are seeing all sort of university coming up. When you cannot fund the one you have, why are you creating more? So we also have that, and the bill is the National Assembly, and nothing is being done about it. So that we can regulate the system that if you are a state governor, before you create problem by expecting 5 new universities before you run away from your office, you have to also create a fund as a trust that will fund that university for at least 5 to 10 years. Those are the issues why we are on strike.
Thank you.
Then permanently, let me also add something to it. As we speak, so you can't see any foreign student in Nigerian university.
It is
You
difficult.
can't see any foreign lecturer in Nigerian university. But there is no country you go to in the world, you don't see Nigerian students, you don't see Nigerian lecturer teaching in those universities. And that tells you that there's something wrong with our own work. We must correct. Every Nigerian must correct to ensure that students start coming to Nigeria, lecturers start coming to Nigeria as we are going out, and also coming in with foreign currency as we are sending our money outside the country. Finally, if you look at Central Bank report recently, it said Nigeria is paying 1.3 trillion naira every year. 1.3 trillion naira every year, dollar every year, as fees to other countries. You can check. And none is paid to our country.
What is the money for the $1.3 trillion?
Sorry, 1.3 trillion naira is school fees. That is tuition fees they pay to other universities outside the country.
Are you serious?
Well, yes, 1.3 trillion. In Ghana, we pay more than 200 billion to Ghana. Just Ghana here.
What an insult.
So that is the insult. That is the problem we are having. I mean, when you go around, all our best men are leaving. You notice the doctor, when the Minister of Labour stopped their program recently.
Yes.
You know what they did after they strike? They ran away. I can also assure you that when this one ends, because they have stopped our program for 4 months, instead of solving the problem, they are holding salary. No serious employer, your employee is on strike, and you believe the best way to solve it is holding salary. You are destroying your system. Instead of apprehending immediately so that the strike goes off, you are holding salary.
No, but
so those are the issues we have.
If an employer feels an employee is being unreasonable, an employer can take some drastic measures. Anyway, that is by the way, sir. Prof, sir, we would like you to reintroduce yourself. The reason behind this reintroduction is for me to get the right pronunciation to your name, sir.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Osodeke.
Okay, Osodeke.
Osodeke, yes.
Okay, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke. So, it is not even ASU that quoted the 1.3 trillion naira.
No.
It was the federal government under the leadership of President Olusegun Obasanjo.
No, it was Jonathan.
President
But
Jonathan.
Yes, the panel was set up by that regime.
So the panel
headed by the president, chairman of INEC, Yakub.
Professor
Mahmoud
Yakub. Oh.
Yeah, he's the one who was the chairman of the panel.
Okay. Now they on their own made a commitment that they are haven't gone around the universities and haven't seen the deplorable condition of our universities. On their own made a commitment that they are going to spend 1.3 trillion naira.
Yeah.
And they came to an understanding with the ASU that these monies will be given to you in tranches.
Yes.
And then
also have the report.
Yes. And then
we'll be given we'll keep on making one mistake, sir.
Yes.
The money is not being given to ASU.
Oh.
The money is given to National University System. It's not ASU. We're not talking about money.
Oh, for them
It's
to
not for
upgrade the infrastructural standard of the universities, sir.
Infrastructure, student hostels, training of staff, pupil laboratories. Those are what the money we use for. Not a couple is not coming to ASU.
Okay. Now, Prof, sir.
Yes.
Now, as a patriotic citizen of Nigeria, I, Ordinary Ahmad Isa, the ordinary president, sir, sat down, came up with this idea of, hence, today is 145 days that our children are at home, and there is no sign anywhere that the strike will be called off any moment from now. I now came up with this initiative of we Nigerians, because I never knew nothing about the 1.3 trillion naira. All my thinking was the demand has always been 18 billion naira. Now, I want to beg you, sir, if we, because we have started raising money already, and my target actually has is out of 200 and something million Nigerians, if 20 million Nigerians can contribute just 1,000 naira, we are going to realize 20 billion naira.
Yeah.
Now, we want to, I personally, as the ordinary president, would like to plead with you, the leadership of ASU under your leadership, to please consider this our intervention as a cry from Nigerians showing how concerned we are about the deplorable condition of our universities as well as manpower upgrade. To please accept this 18 billion naira or maybe 20 billion naira or maybe 40 billion naira as the case may turn out to be. For you to please, we sit, I am a certified chartered mediator, a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, sir. I have my seniors, people like Mr. Shegun Ogunyonwo and people like Chidi and co. I want us to mediate over this matter between ASU and the federal government of Nigeria. The money we are able to raise, we hand over to the federal government, and the federal government will hand it over to which organization did you say the money will go to?
I said the money we are talking about is to all federal universities.
Okay, then the money will be given to all federal universities. Then we now, this time around, we are involved. Human Rights Radio and Television, Brekete Family Radio and Television, ICMC, and other CSO will be involved in this mediation for ASU to please, in the name of God, call off the strike pending when, because we are going to extract a solid commitment from the government on how these monies will be given to you in tranches. Possibly some of the monies that have been recovered from thieves in the previous government and this present government, some of these thieves we have, we can, as we recover them, we push them there while our children are going to school. My major fear, Prof, is some of these terrible politicians are just happy that people's children are at home. They have seen ready tools to use during election. They are going to convert them to political thugs. These children have been stranded. Some of them are frustrated. Some of them are even have lost hope in life. Now, if one bad politician identifies such children and gives them money and drugs and asks them to do something because they have lost hope, despondency has gotten to them, they will embrace it and do anything that person asks them to do. I am pleading with the ASU leadership, under your leadership. I have taken my time to profile you. I'm not saying this for you to be happy, but your profile shows that you are a very good man, a very God-fearing man, and a patriotic Nigerian. We got it from reliable sources that even before this strike commences, that you took your time to persevere on your members. You tried everything you could to ensure that the strike did not take place until it got beyond, your control. Sir, I am pleading on behalf of Nigerian students that are at home. I am begging you in the name of God Almighty, sir. Please, I don't know what else to say, but I'm begging, sir. Please.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your concern.
Yes,
and I also appreciate the concern of the ordinary Nigerian on this issue. But the only problem we have is this. These issues we are talking about could have been resolved in February.
Yes, sir.
These issues could have been resolved in February when the Nigerian Interreligious Council stepped in. That's the highest religious body you have. That's chaired by the Sultan of Sokoto and the chairman of president of CAN. And they step in and they promise they will do it immediately. But as soon as they left, nobody has called us again until 3 weeks ago. So the problem we're having is not about even fund, it's about the commitment. Look, this issue we have, sir, with all due respect to all of us.
Yes, sir.
And if the government wants to resolve it before the end of this week, this government can resolve it. Is payment of salary university a big issue? Can't the university with the bossa and all the can't they pay their own salary? You make their budget for them. You have to come from office of a Nigeria that is very corrupt. Why will you test youth and you not test IPs? We are telling them, tell us one university in the world where salary of lecturers are paid from offices of government of the Ocata General. And there is none. And university is universal. So it's not just about Mudike or Unit UI, it's about the university in the world. Where you have for the same format of activities. But Nigeria is the money must be paid for academy. We know people are just being paid university as the name. So sir, what we are doing is for, and I actually sympathize with our students. I have 6 in my house as I was speaking to you. We are managing to feed. I have 6 in my house.
6
6
students at home.
Yes, 2 of my children are 4 people I'm sponsoring. They are in my house. What I'm saying is that we are all suffering, but we are doing it for future. So if we do what we are saying now, the people will applaud to us. But I can show you in 3 weeks, that money in 1 year, that money is finished, and we are back to where we are again. And we are telling the government, help us tell the government, Ghana devote between 16 and 20% of their budget to education. South Africa give 20. the world. A group will set a foundation that will help do clinical intervention in university. But not for us. Like I keep on saying, on this issue we are struggling. The major thing we are saying that look, we went to a university, and a first class university, using stove as Bunsen burner. Stove. We went to a university where female students were sitting on bed floor taking lectures. Bed floor. Taking lecture in stadia. We have a university where we enter a room. Only rooms 12 by 12 feet with 12 students. Each of them have a stove. Is that what we have in the world? Is that what we should have? So let's solve the problem once and for all. We know that strike is over. We know that government will not devote a percent of allocation to education permanently. And we will solve this problem once and for all. And we will not pass it through this hardship, through this torture, while some people are busy themselves. In a country where only one man can pay 100 million to buy a pump, just to buy a pump to contest election, what would they don't have the amount we're asking about to fund education?
Prof.
Yeah.
I have challenged all of them. And I said, each one of them must give us an equivalent amount he or she used to purchase a form as part of this intervention. They must contribute this amount of money into the account. And it might interest you to know that, sir, I want to co-opt you as one of the trustees of this account. I don't have access to it. None of my members will have access to it. People like you, people like the president of Khan, people like the Sultan of Sokoto, people like Imam Fuad of Al-Habibiyah, people like Pastor Enenche, people like Idris Abdul Karim, people, you people are going to have control over this account. Ours is just an intervention. I just feel history and posterity will not forgive us if we just fold our arms and say nothing can be done. And Prof, sir,
yes,
please, I would like to do a conference call between you and the Minister of Education, sir, Malam Adamu, for the two of you to have a talk on live radio, television, and international platform. I know it is going to be an opportunity for him to hear some of the things he has not heard from the side of the ASU, and then it is an opportunity for you to equally hear some of the things you've not heard from the side of the government. I don't know if it is okay by you. In broadcasting, we call it balance.
No. Presently, if you know what happened, when the thing started, the Minister of Labour took over the control of this process.
Okay, so
and politicized. Minister of Labour.
Yes, sir.
You recall? And
yes.
Politicized it, looking for press coverage and what have you. But I can assure you on this issue now, presently the Minister of Education is handling it, and we are making some good progress.
So
we don't hope that they don't truncate this progress. So you need to give us this to. That's why I say that all those issues, we are having discussion with the Minister of Labour, and we are making some good progress. We don't hope that for people, this is where you need to come in. There are other people from other ministries who have don't come and truncate the progress that we are making. I think we are making some good progress. I hope it continues this way. And within a short time, God helping, and if there are no third party interlopers, we believe that this thing will be resolved very soon.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Thank you.
Prof, sir.
Yes.
I have put you amongst the stakeholders of this money, the trustees. Please, I am begging you to accept it.
You know, my union, the way we operate, we don't operate as individuals. So we have agreed that we will meet you on Saturday.
Okay, Saturday.
My union, then we will discuss and move forward from there.
So that Saturday, everybody should know that the president of ASU and his management will be here on Saturday on live radio, television, and all the social media platforms. Please, let's appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Prof.
We will meet you on Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you. Make we appreciate it, Prof. Before you go, sir. These children at home,
yes,
as a father,
yes,
and as an educationist,
yes,
as a role model, and as an African leader, please address them.
I should address them.
Talk to them. Anything the Spirit leads you to say, please say it to them in order to encourage them, sir.
Well, for me, for these students who are struggling with us, and I've seen their struggle in recent time, which is quite good, I want to appreciate you. I want to tell you that what you are doing for posterity. The suffering, the hardship you are passing, you are doing for posterity, so that you are fighting, you are struggling, so that in future, when you sit down in a classroom, when your children sit down in a classroom, they will sit there in the same classroom with children of ministers, the children of governors, the children of presidents, the children from governor of that country. In one classroom, I have lecture as it was in the 60s and 70s in Nigeria. In those days, you don't know the difference between the child of a driver and that of a president in a classroom. But all those things are missing. They are sent on their own abroad using our resources. We want those things to come back to how it was. That is why you are struggling. So that when in future, when you are like me, you can say during my period, we struggle to bring our university to a standard and the standard of the world that all of us are attending. That is why you are struggling. I know it's hard, but know that you are struggling for your children, your grandchildren, and for others who will come after you to ensure that Nigerian University compete with any university in the world, that they are universal lecturers, universal students, and universal infrastructure. That is why this struggle is on. And we must all struggle together to ensure that the political class bring their children back to Nigerian University. Our challenge in this election, our first question is that we must ask for those. Any politician whose children are not in Nigerian University should not be voted for. You can't put your university abroad. Any person comes for your vote who doesn't have his file, the medical file in Nigerian hospital, you should not be voted for. You can't be only a hospital here, you are going outside for your treatment. Those are the two things we should do at this election. Those who are still not in this country, don't vote for them. Those who don't have the American file in Nigerian hospitals, don't vote for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Finally, let's appreciate Prof. Finally, Prof, before you go, sir, I want to give you something to turn over in your mind before Saturday, sir.
Okay.
And I need the intervention of ASU and other CSOs in Nigeria. This issue borders on the universities are on strike, yet the government is collecting money from people's children in the name of JAMB. Now, if you secure an admission, the ones that are ongoing are at home. Now, if you secure an admission via JAMB, which university are they going to send you to? I don't expect an answer now. Turn it over, because I need your intervention, because your voice is strong, sir.
Thank you very much. You know, one of our late trustee, Chukwuka Okonjo, the OB of Ogwashuku,
yes, sir,
came out with a proposal that would have sorted out this problem long ago.
What?
But as usual, when some people book brain make proposal with us, he said we can run dual lectureship in a semester.
How?
I came out with the proposal. It's there. Maybe we'll send it to you.
Please, I would love to have
that
it.
you can run it if the infrastructure are working, the lights are working, the security. You can run dual lectureship. We proposed that in a book form. But as usual, the thing was just thrown away.
But
we have to go and look at such
have they tried dual lectureship elsewhere in the world?
Yes, the upper is started in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes, it was in Ghana. It was the speaker at the president of Ghana.
But no, do you have a record of any higher institution of learning around the world that has implemented this and it was effective, sir?
They are even there. They are even more than that. Okay. There are those who run regular one at the school, run distance learning, run this one. They are all there.
Okay, sir.
But in Nigeria, we have this problem, or space is a problem.
Thank
We need to. But let me also tell the Nigerian people that because I had this that when you go on strike, you don't, which is not correct. In my university, we have not missed one session. What do we do? A typical semester in a session in Nigeria is 32 weeks. A typical session is 32 weeks. In those good old days, at the end of 32 weeks, the lecturer carries his family, they have money, and go anywhere to go on holiday. For about 8 to 10 weeks, and then come back to prepare for the next session. That's what we're doing in those good old days. But today, what we do as lecturers, how we have come back from a strike, we will not be 32 weeks for a semester. The other 23 weeks that are remaining that year, we will use it to start another session. We don't go on leave. I have never gone on leave for 20 years. For the past 15 years, I have not gone on leave. We spend those time to now make up with what we lost while we were on strike. This one Nigeria don't know. So we spend 32 weeks in a session. Then the next one, that we should be on leave, our organization are preparing, we use it to start a new session. That is what we pay. That is the price we pay. That whatever we lost when we were on strike, we recover it when we come back. But we cancel our leave, cancel all other things that will enable us and get a good this thing. As you speak, so you can take statistics. Many of our colleagues are dying.
Dying.
Thank you.
So many of your colleagues are dying. Why?
Yes. People are doing extra work when we come from this thing. But doing extra work, people teach from 8 in morning till 6 in night.
Overwork.
If you do it around the year, overwork, a class that should be 15, 20, 30, you are having a lecturer in a class of 2,000 students in one class.
Okay. Thank you very much for this education, sir.
Thank you very much.
And once again, I would like you to turn over this issue of JAM, collecting money from people's children while universities are on strike. Once again, I would like to thank you most, specially, sir. We would like you to reintroduce yourself out of the program before we leave, sir.
Thank you very much. Like I said also, before I will say that JAM that we have in Nigeria today is an aberration. There's no university in the world you have JAM. One body, not this student to all university in the country. It's not anywhere in the world. And they have even gone back now. They are the one admitting. The university have lost this completely. Rather than seeing it of university to admission is done by JAM. And all they want is to recover money, and charging all sorts of things. Now recovering money to federation account. Should the money that collect from students at school as the JAM peak will be that source of revenue for Nigeria as a country? Is that right? Is that how it was? But JAM has been imposed on this country, and we still say it, and we have been saying all along, there is a need to look at JAM law to remove all this power from JAM, to remove this money collection from JAM. And then let every university, just like any other in the world, admit their students are monitored by NUC, which is the regulatory body, not JAM. But JAM has seized the university admission, seized everything, do whatever they like, send number one to want to send to any university. People who score good grade might not be admitted. Those who score low are admitted. Nigeria need to grow up and look at what the world is doing. There is no country in the world when you have JAM, one body made up of non-academics, now admitted to them for all the university in the country. It's an aberration, and we should preach against it. Thank you very much. My name again is Emmanuel Usodeke, President ASU.
Thank you. Let's appreciate it. Lembe.
Oh, lo.
Lembe.
Oh, lo.
Belembe.
Oh, lo.
My brothers, my sisters, if I look down and I see time, don't they give us signal to do things, signal, make we continue to they go. Our own colleagues, our senior colleagues, they for studio. Nigerian Television Authority, NTA. Let's appreciate them. As a part of support, not recognition, as part of support to this idea, NTA come to cover this event on Saturday. This is an open invitation to all media houses around the world. you can come to Human Rights Radio and get it straight from the pot as it is hot. 7:30 is the time. Every media premium times. This is an open invitation to all media houses. We don't need to write a letter to you. If you need the content, come. We're not going to charge you. This is where you get the content raw. You can go and process it. It might interest you to know that we are not the best and we are not the first. After us, you can look for the rest. Hembelembe.
Oh, Lord.
My brothers, my sisters, if I looked at and I see the time, don't they give us signal to do to signal, make we continue to the van, not they go. When I remember the case where we hand over to Madam Nena Akajemeli about my brother where in wife die for one hospital for Kaduna Road. I don't know whether that my brother did for studio. Nah, biano. Some people go to us say, we talk him. This man, na Igbo man. It's just the weloche. Na guzulu. Hey, madam, yes, over to you. We carry this matter, give you. Yes, because we no believe say the man go get justice for Nigeria because of the system where we get. But now over to you.
Thank you, Ordinary President. Good morning, Ordinary President. I want to thank you specially for the better work where you do for nation, for the better work where you do as our team leader, the educators, the enlighten us. I want also thank you for this partnership. We know they take them for granted. This platform, today in episode 180 of Servicom Help Desk, where we don't they come here. Ordinary, I want to confirm that this has been adding a lot of value to our process and to our systems in terms of service delivery. There were two cases, Ordinary President, if you remember. Now two, not be only this one. Another one we concern University of Abuja. Now two cases we carry go that day. This now the first one. Team of doctors we come from University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. Also they here for our brother we then do surgery when they don't allege say they no handle the process well. So now these two matter we carry go Federal Ministry of Health can say make them see all the feedback and all the complaints where we harvest during last Tuesday program. Let me quickly put on record that in Servicom, and as they come here, we want to engage. Now, we say we engage people where they provide service, where government don't put in place, make them they do services for the people. With the people where they take the service. So we make it a point to engage the two people. We also connect citizens, where be Nigerians, where government, yes.
Make I interrupt you small. As we know fit reach the Honorable Minister of Education, we they call the Chief Press Secretary to the Honorable Minister of Education so that it go dey clear. This is what we call balancing in broadcasting. Make you not be like say we share person armpit when in new day. So they call the Chief Press Secretary because the minister's number hasn't been going. My people don't they try and for background. So the only one will go now be the Chief Press Secretary to the Honorable Minister of Education, Alhaji Adamu Adamu. So we they call him. We don't call him how many times?
One time.
He remain.
Two.
How many times will they call anybody here?
Three.
Thank you. Kai una go school. Sorry, madam.
No problem. Thank you.
Because after I call and 3 times, if you no pick, send a message, tell and say we did discuss this matter. Send a message, tell them say we dey call them. We don't try in principal number, they go. So him now, we don't call him 3 times, pick, and we go call him again before the end of the program in order to balance our talk.
I go send them ordinary president. He gets even some part where I no tell you. I first call him before to ask for the minister number. He thought say minister fit there for convention. You know, say na politicians they be. Say you no go agree to take call. I say okay, send me the minister number. He say go send. I say make we call you. He say no, he no go want talk on the ASU matter. Make the talk come from one side. Make it be from one source where the
no, he try. Let's appreciate the chief press secretary. Our own be say reaching out is mandatory. So we no go feel call Megad for Ministry of Education. Say make he give us position, the position of the ministry on this ASU. But you know the ASU president talk one sweet thing. Wey sweet me. He say Chris Ngige, Minister of Labour, take the matter up, come politicize and they do press conference. He say it be like say the matter don't pass Chris Ngige. Now the Minister of Education don't start something serious and they are making progress. Let's appreciate the Minister of Education. So back to you, Madam.
Thank you, Ordinary President. So now quick reminder, say for Servicom office, say we dey engage citizens wey suppose take service from government, issues wey concern them. We dey refer those matters as dem dey reach our table. We dey refer them back to the ministries, departments and agencies wey dey in charge. So the assignment wey you give us, going straight to the point, we go Ministry of Health, hospital services, because na dem dey regulate anything wey concern hospital services for Nigeria. So we go the inspectorate arm to know, to dig into, to go to the point, wetin cause, wetin happen for that hospital where our sister die. We also call University of Abuja Teaching Hospital on the other matter. So two of them, we get feedback today.
Okay.
On the one of
Niger
State, the hospital can't tell us, say, health, they under concurrent list for our Nigerian constitution. Say na ministry, Niger State, na in the oversee service, hospital services. So they can't call the man, come follow up the matter. So the person will go tell us the latest update. They even confirm, say they don't handle such matter before. You get some hospitals where they don't even close. Say as we report this one, they go take him up. But he go talk for himself, waiting they don't do. Because since that day, the same Tuesday, now we set up action and they don't do some things. Make it take him out. Talk waiting they don't do so far. And he don't promise he go take up this matter until they resolve him, Ordinary President. Go ahead.
The person will come all the way from Niger State, not Dr. Uthman Baba.
No, you no come, na call. This one na call.
Na call.
Yes.
Which
this is University of Abuja is here, but this one na call.
Okay, make we hear from
University of Abuja.
Please come forward. Please, let's appreciate
it's
them.
It's a team. Let me take the mic to
them.
It's a team of doctors.
Okay. Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Hold it.
Morning, sir.
Yes, sir. What be your name, sir?
My name is Dr. Zumnan Songden. I'm a chief consultant orthopedic surgeon with the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital.
Dr. Zumnan
Songden.
Songden.
Yes.
From Plateau State.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's appreciate it. You know, their name they sweet. Only say if you not get front teeth, you don't go fit pronounce their name. But their name they sweet, I'm telling you. My plan self, next wife where I go carry now from Plateau State. I go make sure say her name na Murnang Dangan Tiam Piam Embelembe. You see, doctor, sorry say we carry you come out very early in the morning. People like you, when I schedule the day very tight because good doctors not plenty for Nigeria again. People like you, we no agree run out of Nigeria. We suppose cherish you. In fact, please let's appreciate. If this man apply now, say he won't go Canada, he won't go US, he won't go any country. As he apply, one time they go approve. If he even indicate say he won't go upgrade in knowledge, they go give him scholarship. So the few doctors and nurses will agree stay, like the matron of Garki Hospital, like Dr. Otabo, like Dr. Wada, like Dr. Essien, like some of these doctors where we get, like Dr. Palmer for Kaduna Psychiatric Hospital, like these few people will still stay to serve God and to serve humanity. We're supposed to appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. One doctor why I know say he good again now, Dr. Ume Zulike, formerly of the National Hospital. Now he has a hospital somewhere. I go get the name of the hospital and I go advertise the name of. He was the head of women department, consultant gynecologist, National Hospital. Make we appreciate all of them. Doctors, medical practitioners now, professionals, now hot cake them be around the world. COVID don't kill many of them. So replacement na other countries where serious they do. We here, we they allow our own to go. We know they take care of them. We know they respect them. You suppose if you see for filling station, if you see I am a doctor on queue, make all of us say, doctor, please take my space. It go sweet time. When you go hospital, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. When you go hospital, they attend to patient. You know, say, oh, doctor forget to pay in children's school fees, or you no get the money. Make the school talk, say, doctor, we know what you are doing for humanity. Ordinarily, we should have sent your children back home, but we won't. We'll give you some time. If you they remind person say now because of the good things where you they do now make they consider you, the person will be encouraged to do more good in life. Doctor, we thank you very much for not running away. Let's appreciate. Thank you. Over to you now, sir.
All right, sir. I want to say that I represent the team that managed this particular patient, Mr. Felix. I have to apologize that I am not able to pronounce the name very well.
Separate the name into three.
Mr. Felix Akanu Nenya.
Simple.
Okay, so he was managed in our hospital in 2019, which is quite some time ago. And for that reason, I will just read a summary of how he was managed so that it will be clear what was actually done for him.
Now be the man where talk say when I begin cut down from toe to ankle.
We just the butcher am so. So I think I have to bring. I don't speak broken very well, so I'll speak.
No, use your good English.
All right. So I'll just summarize.
Not go school, but others don't go school.
Yes, I'll summarize his story for the purpose of this pally. Now, his first documentation, the first documentation of his care in our facility was on the 12th of May 2014 at the General Outpatients Department and the Surgical Outpatients Department. He was referred to the medical team on call when he came back to the hospital on the 6th of February 2019. The background history is that of diabetes and hypertension, 3 and 2 years respectively, who has not been compliant with his medications or clinic visits. He presented with a 2-week history of left foot swelling with associated fever of 5 days. The left foot swelling was first noticed as a sore under the left big toe. Following early morning exercise with associated history of harmful practices like placing the leg in hot water containing Dettol and other herbal medications, which
they do by himself.
Yes, which subsequently developed into an ulcer with associated discharge of purulent material from the leg, which has worsened to involve the dorsum of the foot. There are some medical terminology, so you just have to bear with me. Now, there was preceding history of numbness, paresthesia, slipping of footwear for 2 years, associated erectile dysfunction, and visual blurring, all suggestive of chronic diabetes. Usually, we don't like to talk about the histories of our patients, but in this case, I have no choice but to mention them. Now, initial assessment...
Sir, even in this case, sir,
yes, sir,
we understand. There are things you should please hide. Please, sir.
All right.
Anything that we know can lead to stigmatization, please keep it to yourself, sir. We understand. With the initial explanation, him taking self-medication, dipping the legs in the hot water with Dettol and other things, and herbal things, we understand. Please,
sorry, sir. The reason why some of the issues have to come up is because diabetes is a chronic disease that has a lot of complications.
Okay,
and all these things are pointing to the complications, and that's why they are mentioned. They are not mentioned for reason of stigmatization.
Okay, sir.
All right. So I will continue. So in the initial assessment of the diabetic foot ulcer, a Wagner grade 3 with background chronic complications of type 2 diabetes mellitus with nephropathy and eye disease was made. Investigations including Doppler ultrasound, left leg x-ray, a wound swab, full blood count, serum electrolytes, urea and creatinine, fasting lipids, fasting blood sugar, electrocardiogram were requested. The plastic surgeons were invited to co-manage the patient. The plastic surgeons reviewed, did an incision and drainage on the 7th of March 2019, and a debridement on the 8th of March 2019, and continued on daily wound dressing and subsequently alternate day dressing. However, despite regular dressing and the wound did not improve. The plastic surgeons now invited the orthopedic surgeons, of which I'm one, and on account of gangrene, which was ascending, on the 26th of March 2019. On the 28th of March 2019, the orthopedic team reviewed and counseled the patient for a below-knee amputation, for which the patient declined. A rare amputation was now done. A rare amputation is an amputation where the toe is taken off, together with part of what we call the metatarsal. Okay, so a rare amputation was done on the 2nd of April 2019. However, the wound was not improving after 1 week. On the 12th of April 2019, the patient was recounseled for the below-knee amputation and requested, and he was requested to do. He was requested to do a Doppler ultrasound.
Okay,
which was not.
Hold on a minute, just to get it right. The first advice was to do a below-knee amputation.
Yes.
Which he refused.
Which he declined.
And then.
So a rare amputation was now done.
Done because
yes.
Also the issue persisted.
Yes, the issue was there.
Okay.
It's not about persisting. The issue was there.
Okay.
All right.
So then after that.
After the rare amputation, the condition did not get better.
Okay.
So he was still counseled again for the below-knee amputation.
Okay, then carry on from there just
yes,
to get
thank
that
you.
point.
So a Doppler ultrasound, which was requested, which was not done until on the 29th of April 2019, and it revealed features of peripheral vascular disease.
What does that one mean?
Yeah, it means that the disease has affected the arteries that carry blood to the leg. So it's called peripheral vascular disease, and is one of the complications of diabetes mellitus, especially poorly controlled or untreated diabetes. I hope you are getting my point. All right. So with there was occlusion of the blood vessel at the level of the origin of a vessel we call the dorsalis pedis artery. Now, the patient still refused consent for the below knee amputation, despite extensive and adequate counseling by our team.
Now the thing where I been want talk, when they see all these things, they talk to them.
Very well. In fact, if you see, he has 3 folders in the hospital with continuous communication,
but not be
and,
with medical
and
jargons. To talk to them in the manner where you go understand as a non-medical or technical person.
We are trained in that, sir. It's part of our training.
Okay,
because
continue.
if I'm not able to convince you, it will be a problem.
Talk to the microphone.
Okay, if I'm not able to convince you, it will be a problem. So we are taught to speak to the patient in a language that he will understand. So we did that severally, and several people did that, and he declined consent. Okay, so the patient signed against medical advice and left the hospital, only to present back again on the 15th of June 2019 with ascending leg ulcer, foot gangrene, and altered level of consciousness.
That's how long after?
Yes.
How many months after the?
So I can't give it in months, but I've said that from April he left and came back in June.
In June, okay.
Yes. So and when he came back,
that's
the condition had gotten worse, and he had altered level of consciousness.
This matter started since 2014. Am I right, doctor? The first time
No, the first time he appeared in our hospital
was 2014.
At the general outpatient department was 2014.
So
but he was not coming to the clinic, and then came in 2019.
Okay.
And then now, after advising him to go for the below knee amputation, he signed against medical advice and left. And ideally, if you sign against medical advice and leave, if you come back, we can decide not to take you because you refused our advice. But we still took him in.
So why did you decide to take him?
Because he was in critical condition. He was almost unconscious. And he had a PCV of 17%.
Okay.
A normal PCV is supposed to be around 40-45%. His was 17%.
Okay.
As at that time when he came back. Okay, so the PCV was 17 and he was very septic. That means the infection had gotten into the system. Okay, he had septicemia. The infection from the affected leg had gone into his body. So he later gave consent for surgery and was optimized because as at this time when he came, the infection had gone beyond where it was. So there was no way we could even do a below knee amputation again. Okay, so an above knee amputation was now advised because the infection had gone above the knee already. So we did an above knee amputation for him, and while it was being dressed, the wound broke down, and the tissues were necrotic up the thigh. And as a result,
what did that one mean?
Okay, what it means is that an above knee amputation is done somewhere above the knee. And there you cut through the muscles of the thigh, that's the flesh. And then you also cut the bone. And because it was an infected case, it was not closed completely because you have to allow for discharge to be coming out. Now, as we were dressing, we discovered that the muscles were necrotic. That means they were dead. And the muscles originate from up here, from around the groin, right down to the leg. So if infection enters the compartment, it can spread from below and go right to the origin of the muscles. And that was what happened in this case, because after the below knee amputation, the wound did not heal. And as a result, we had to go ahead and do a hip disarticulation for him. A hip disarticulation is removing the leg from the hip joint, right at the groin. And this was done to save his life. Okay? Yeah, so that was what happened. And even after the hip disarticulation, the wound did not heal properly. So we had to continue to dress his wounds while he was in the hospital. we kept dressing his wound until such a time that we had to do what we call secondary suturing to close the skin over it. And when he got well, he was eventually discharged. And after he was discharged, there is no record that he has been coming for his checkup. As a diabetic, it is expected that you should be coming for your checkup regularly, but he has not been coming for his checkup. His folder in the hospital does not show any record of that. So my explanation here is that diabetes mellitus is a syndrome. Diabetic foot disease is a syndrome. We call it diabetic foot syndrome. And it usually comprises of ulcers that patients develop, and it's usually associated with a neuropathy. That means the nerves are affected, so they don't have normal feeling. And so they can get injured without knowing. Their small blood vessels get occluded. So blood supply is not going to the foot as it is supposed to.
So they are not feeling it.
They don't feel. It's like,
okay. Sorry, doctor. Is the studio too cold for you?
Me?
Should we reduce the AC? Yes. Should we reduce the AC? Yes. Should we reduce the AC? Or off 2 ACs for them? Thank you. Continue, doctor.
All right, sir. So I was saying the diabetic foot syndrome is a condition where the blood sugar in the blood becomes high, and it affects several organs in the body. And for us as orthopedic surgeons, it is the limbs that are affected, mostly the lower limb. And there is usually a neuropathy. And once the neuropathy sets in, they don't have normal sensation.
So the summary of this, your explanation, means what, sir?
Yeah, the summary of it is that this patient had a very serious condition, a condition that is deadly and was threatening to take his life. And usually part of the treatment is you keep remove any part of the body that is dead has to be removed. Okay, so we didn't remove parts of his body because we wanted to remove. Far be it. I mean, what will it benefit you to remove any part of anybody? So it is the dead parts of his body that we are removing, and we are removing it to save his life. You know, the good book says that if your eye makes you to sin or to stumble, remove it, because it is better for you to enter to enter heaven with one eye than to be thrown into hell with 2 eyes. So for us as surgeons, if you have a deadly disease that is threatening to kill you, we would rather remove the leg, because our first principle is to save the life. So we save the life first.
Please, let's appreciate them.
When we save the life, then we try to save the limb. So usually you see that we are not in a hurry to cut the limb high up.
Completely, yes.
From high up. If it's the toe that is dead, we cut the toe off so that we can save the person's leg. But if the leg is now threatening to kill the patient, you take out the leg to save the person's life. So that's what was done. In fact, on several occasions, his condition was so bad that even the regular antibiotics that were used in the hospital were not working for him. And it was quite challenging to manage him. And one of the major problems we face with diabetic patients, and especially in a country like Nigeria, is that culturally nobody wants to lose his limb. Because most of us believe that if we die with one leg, we'll go to heaven with one leg. So because of that, before people will give you consent for you to do an amputation,
it's difficult.
Yes, and that compounded part of his problem from what I read in his history. That consent was very difficult, and I want to use the opportunity to enlighten the public.
He mentioned it here himself.
Yes, that it is something that is difficult for us to get. But for God's sake, if the doctors confirm to you that you have something that is threatening your life, there's no reason why you should deny the consent. Because when you deny the consent, you allow the infection to spread, which was what happened in this case.
Point of observation and maybe a tactical correction, sir.
Yes, sir.
If a doctor tells you this thing is life-threatening,
yes,
my advice to you is seek another doctor's opinion, professional opinion. Go to like 2, if you can afford, 2 to 3 more doctors, because you never can tell that doctor's mental state at that material time.
Thank you.
That's
So-
true, sir. Thank you, sir, for
Yes,
that.
yes.
In fact, in line with what you said, I want to let you know that in the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, we have a multidisciplinary team that is responsible for the management of diabetic foot disease, which involves, several teams of doctors. The endocrinologists are there, the plastic surgeons are there, the orthopedic surgeons are there, the physiotherapists, the radiologists, the nurses. So it's a multidisciplinary team. And the decision to do an amputation does not just come from one person. The teaching hospital is not a hospital where you have one doctor who knows it all. It's a specialist center where you have different specialists. And even in the team of doctors, it's not just one doctor, it's several doctors. Okay, so the decision is not the decision of one person. Okay, but even then, the patient has the right to still go and seek another opinion elsewhere. And perhaps that was what my patient did when he decided to sign against medical advice and left. But he eventually came back about 2 months later.
When it was almost
when
late.
when he was almost dying. And I think that instead of bringing us here, I think that the patient should have appreciated that he's alive because of what we did. Because when he came, he was almost unconscious. So it was really baffling to me that we were invited for this matter. But I said it's good to come and enlighten the public because diabetic foot disease is a major problem. In fact, Professor Anuma in our hospital was able to get the people to build a center, an endocrine center in the hospital, which I think it was the first lady who even commissioned that center. He has not been coming for his checkup, so he won't even be aware of all the efforts that we are making to make sure that we treat diabetic foot disease very well. So I think it's very important that people should be enlightened about the management of diabetic foot disease. And a stitch in time saves 9. So for us, once you have diabetes, come to the hospital. We have a foot clinic where even those who have normal foot but they are diabetic, they go there and they are being monitored and they are being assessed so that if there is any risk, then we quickly try to stop it before it becomes something else.
Doctor,
so I think I want to advise that people should take advantage of these facilities that are available.
Now, it might interest you to know that you're being summoned here is not to castigate you or to condemn you. This is a platform where people bring their complaints, we listen to them, and we'll try to hear from the respondents. It is not a bad thing that you were summoned here. In the course of your presentation, I believe people must have learned a lot from your presentation. So do not feel bad. Human Rights Radio and Television, Brekete Family Radio and Television, we are here to protect both you, them, and everybody. And I was made to understand that you came with other doctors. They are going to introduce themselves. After the introduction, I would like the complainant to respond to what you have just said. Please, let's appreciate the other doctors that came. Please stand up, introduce yourself, your area of specialty, which hospital, sir?
Okay, my name is, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Ibrahim Etubi. A specialist also in the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. And my focus area is cardiology, heart doctor. But I was also involved in the management of this patient.
At that time?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Before the next person, let's hear from the good barrister with the good heart. Barrister Adams, good morning, sir.
President, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's hearing the voice of that doctor. I know that doctor should be Dr. Songe or so.
Songe?
Yes, I think it should be that Dr. Songe.
What is your name, sir?
Maybe
Again? Okay, Songe, yes.
should be Dr. Songe. My ordinary president, it will be unfair on my part if I don't call to appreciate that doctor, Dr. Songe. He is a wonderful person. He is a wonderful doctor. Sincerely, I must tell you. when we had issue with my daughter's hand.
No, my daughter, not your daughter,
yes,
my daughter.
Sorry, sir. That your daughter, her hand was mismanaged by an hospital in Abuja here. And we were advised to go to Gogolada Teaching Hospital. This Dr. Songe was the one that first, in fact, took care of our daughter. He was wonderful in taking care of her. If I mention her name now, I know Dr. Songe will remember. Her name is Azimatullah.
Do you remember Azimatullah? Yeah, he does.
Dr. Songe must have remembered Azimatullah.
Yes.
If you call my wife now to talk about Dr. Songe, it will take her days to explain and to tell you the kind of man he is.
Please, let's appreciate it.
A wonderful man indeed. When he talked and we heard the voice, we said, no, this should be Dr. Songe. In fact, I did not have the opportunity of hearing his name when he started. But with his voice, we were able to pick him to be Dr. Songe, despite the fact that I'm hearing it on the radio. I know he must have taken all necessary steps to save that man. Sincerely, he is not one of the doctors that don't do their work well.
Okay.
He is a wonderful person.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I want us to appreciate him.
Thank you. We have.
And everybody you ask in the hospital, they say the same thing about him and some other doctors like him there. May God continue to strengthen them.
Yes,
I'm grateful, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Let's appreciate. My brothers, my sisters, when I looked at it, I said, that they give us signal to do it, a signal make we continue today, but not they go. Is the studio conducive now? Or is it too cold? Make we reduce the AC again? Okay, next doctor, please. Let's appreciate Dr. Songe. Please come on in. You, madam, you want to stand? With a cross camera here, don't worry. This is a reality program. Kai. Sir, over to you, sir.
Well, my name is Sanu Suleiman. I'm not a medical doctor.
Okay.
I'm the Deputy Director, Public Relations at the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
So I have to accompany them.
Yeah.
We were colleagues anyway, but I'm with them now. I have retired.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Let's appreciate him.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the man will smile since where he enters studio with this. Make we appreciate her. At least he smile. Not be quarrel with the quarrel.
Good morning, House.
Yes.
My name is David Daniel. I'm the Principal Dex Officer, Savicom, UATH, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Make we appreciate. My brothers, my sisters, if I look at and I see the time, don't they give us signal to do it in signal, make we continue to ever not. They go, one thing with this system here is they block many things. So even when person, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, madam, then now over to you. You know the alarm is cities.
Ordinary, make them comot the system, make it see. Thank you very much, Ordinary President. Thank you. Now where they call you team leader be that. Thank you, the team of doctors.
No, they never introduce themselves.
I want to make one intervention. Well, make I just this thing when we bring. You see, why they clap? When others they clap, why they clap big? Now because as our daddy call, when they testify to the good job where they do. Sometimes for ministries, departments, and agencies, some of the staff they do better work, but opportunity no day to engage to even speak them out. So when we call teams like this, when matter come like this, not to one, let out information, two, make we even showcase some of the good things. So the doctors will come, I beg, Dr. Songe, I beg, not to show some of the good work. This advice where you give, some of the facilities where they the hospital, if you no come today, some of us no go no. So now value we they add through this process. This partnership, yes.
Madam, you no go no waiting the go don't tell them. Brekete family, yeah. ordinary president, that man, they don't prepare. To them, now war. To us, now play. So continue.
So, ordinary, I want to thank them in a very special way. All the enlightenment, many people wey get diabetic patients don also learn something. Even we never get, make we take am serious. Say this thing na very serious disease, make we, if we can, make we avoid am. Na some of this value we dey add to this process. So no be to indict or to criticize, but to showcase say una do una best. And make we engage you with the patient, make you know say na your best, na in life una save. You and even made that statement. Thank you very much.
Madam, before you drop the microphone, that is their own explanation. We go still hear from the complainant. Because, well, hold on. No, sir. You go introduce yourself. Sorry, sir. It might interest you to know that maybe the patient himself has always been ignorant of what the doctors did as an intervention.
That's also
maybe with this explanation, he
go understand.
Thank you. And maybe he has something to say that will require them shedding more light.
Yes.
Thank you. So, doctor, over
Thank
to you.
you.
Sir. Yes, you. No, you. Okay, you don't introduce. Which other person remain again? Okay, now 3 of now come for the fight. Now play with the play here. Or make we hear from the patient.
Good morning, ordinary president.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Brekete family.
You go take and close to your mouth. Talk to me clearly, sir.
Sir, I have to apologize for my last outing. Since I came out from that University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, loss of memory is my problem. Loss of memory. If I'm talking, my mind will cease. If I'm talking, my mind will direct another way. So even diabetes, as I sit down here, you dey talk since. Now heavy peace, and they worry me.
Oh yeah, go peace now.
No, I don't peace. I don't answer before I enter inside that peace, before I enter your peace. So, but thank God, this man don't come here. This man here, I like him very much, too much.
Okay, let's appreciate
this man here. He take care of me, there's no doubt.
He take care.
Oh my God, every time he visits me. Soko, where is go and meet your man. Soko, that is the most stubborn out of it. Soko, that doctor, Soko, that very wicked man. I don't understand me. So, but let me tell you, I want to
see.
I want to show Nigerians something.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Make I tell you something. Pikin where they circumcise, they always see the person where they circumcise them as a wicked person. Now, when the circumcision don't heal and the pikin don't grow and the thing don't mature for use, now you go appreciate the person. Oh, but we now understand what here they talk. Person we no understand. But when they cut that flesh away, yeah, whoa, very wicked. Hey! The thing go after the blood don't come out, it go heal. Then the helmet go day. You know that helmet has its own usage. Now I make women we marry 2 husbands. One they don't circumcise and one they no circumcise them. They appreciate the one where they circumcise pass. Why? Because you know. So you know that helmet. Now the help of that circumcision in the helmet, and the helmet they help for friction and movement. You understand? So sir, please, you don't bring your complaint, come sir. Waiting, I want tell you here, sir. It is your right to bring your complaints here. It is equally their right to explain what led to what happened. What I will do for you here, at the moment, I am financially incapacitated. But I'm going to borrow 50,000 naira and give to you. Please try, take care of yourself. Do you have children, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are they grown-ups?
Yes, sir.
How old is your oldest son?
My oldest son is 28 years.
Okay, open my talk to me now.
28 years.
Your son
28 years.
is supposed to take care of you. Where in the work?
You know, they work. I have graduated since.
Which he study?
It's for business administration.
Bring him paper for me, make I get job for her.
Yeah.
Please. And I promise you by the grace of God Almighty in heaven, I'm going to get him a job in 2 weeks' time. And the reason why I'm getting him a job is because I want him to take care of you, take care of himself. You understand, sir? Dr. Soko is not a wicked man. He is just doing his job, sir. Please, I am sorry. I am very sorry. I want you to take, sir, please, no spoil your case. So. You get what you go do now where I go vex with you. You know they had me. This human right, they hear my own human right, they different from artificial human right. My own natural human right. Waiting no good, the one way good, sir. So I beg. Now I even give you one raw example where I'm not supposed to give early morning like this. Now, after 10 o'clock, I suppose give that example. Sir, you've been listened to. Some other people died as a result of this process. No be person, husband, they where this one self now quack doctor now killing wife. Please, sir, I'm begging you. And Daisy, go and borrow 50,000 naira for me. In fact, make it 100,000 for him. I collect microphone, talk to me. Borrow mic from him. Borrow from him. No, madam. I'm in charge here. Sit down. Please.
Honorary President.
Do you think I handle this matter well?
Honorary President, there is no better way to handle this matter. The truth of the matter be say, doctors, na people will be experts. Na them, the things when they know about human body, we know them. We know be doctors. And opportunity there will be say, if they give you advice, you know they're sure. You can go to another one, and to confirm. And if you begin waste time, come return back when the matter become complicated, you no go blame them for what they do. Even they finalize the thing, the way where you take finalize them. If you know they are alive now, you no go get time or mouth to come they make this claim. Many people went through this process and they no get life today. Because life they now make them they talk.
You get one time where ulcer wound me.
No, if you don't even go, you know how we take beg you, make you go hospital.
Yes.
By the time you go hospital.
Now that ulcer, one man they parade himself up and down, say, God won't kill me. But he talk to God. He give medicine. Say, now God no can kill me. Say, I promise and say I go make a multi-billionaire. He they walk up and down. He say, now God they tell me say his name na Basil. He they walk up. As she mentioned his name, I remember one man we bring one medicine for inside jerrycan. We nagari then soak inside. I forget to drink the medicine for 2 days. One day we dey inside room, we hear boom. Gary don't explode for inside jerrycan. Now we waiting for drink without wait the man they carry himself walk up. That man get mental problem, making relations carry and go village.
And they talk say na herbal.
He say him give me medicine. Say na him save my life. So when I remember that time where also they wound me, I know they chop, I know they rest, I know they sleep well. So the thing come compound. At the lean they go like winch last born.
Go hospital, you know.
Now only that, you know say winch last born, they know they chop and finish. If they chop and finish, waiting they go chop again. So winch last born, they when they say he won't die, they go live and make it recover. Now so, eventually when I can't go hospital, my intestines don't dey perforated. I dey shit blood. If I sit down for WC, I know dey fit stand by myself. Because of leaning.
Before you agree go that hospital, ordinary president, like say you go when we did the bed.
If I know he reach the level when he reach, now carry them, they carry me from toilet. Anytime I wait to poo, they hungry me, my mind go dey cut. I go dey fear. Waiting, I go the pain, also chop saute pile come follow. One day where they carry me go Garki hospital. Up till now, my wife they take that thing they have me. I remember I said they carry me go. I know if you stand too much with my leg, they can carry wheelbarrow. This is the way they carry.
Wheelbarrow.
As they just put me on top of that wheelbarrow, that thing, give me one injection. I did like this. I did off like Chakabula. But the bottom line is, not be me run go Dubai, go Saudi German hospital. So if there's anybody that is reckless and careless about himself, after me, no look for another person. I'm a madman. But with waiting, I don't learn bad lesson. Now, small signal I see. Yesterday, immediately after the program, people they vex with me. I enter my office. Light no even day, no AC. I lie down. I slept for 4 hours. If I die, some of you go miss me for 3 months, some for 1 year, some 2 years. The people will go miss me permanently now, my wife and children and my mama.
And ordinary
you know, follow people who will miss me forever.
I'm not going to follow like that. Now the truth is they talk. So, I go miss some small, not be too much. But the other part, the other part now go be say, people go begin they talk, say, na enemy kill him. Maybe not for village they do them.
Me we no believe in juju.
Maybe not those people where they no go no say na recklessness, na carelessness, now you take kill yourself.
And some of these our native medicine people, Bobonisha, any sickness where you mention they get the cure. They waste your time. So take the sickness go past level where medical intervention go fit handle. Are you with me? So no deceive yourself. I no talk say herbal medicine no dey work. You get some sickness when be say you go collect injection for hospital, you know go work. Sometimes the side effect of the injection or tablets go begin weaken your eyes and the rest. One leave for his village where you go just chew like this. Why? Because the sickness don't dey for that area. Any particular sickness with plenty for one particular area where you know. Now then they get the cure for the sickness pass. Human beings are wired like that. With this one where I talk, I want to enter market. Where they come, we not go take. As they no prepare, we no do the market again. My brothers, my sisters, if I look at and say time done, they give us signal to dating signal, make we continue to the van, not they go. The man where in wife die for hospital for Nasara, for Kaduna Road, for Niger State. Please come forward. Madam Nena, you get anything where you go talk? Abi, make we, because I call the man. Now you engage the man for Niger State?
Ordinary president, yes. We go, as I explained, we go trace these matters, make we know who they directly responsible, where they supervise that hospital. So Ministry of Health, the hospital service, inspectorate arm, come enlighten us, come engage us. We dey meeting when they call them. They can't explain. Now we track who they in charge. And so the man don't take action because we made him watch that same clip just like I made the hospital. And so he now said he cannot come today, but that we can call him and speak to him on air. And so that's why we have brought his name, ordinary president, so that you can engage him.
Okay, would they call Dr. Uthman Baba, Director Hospital Management Services, Niger State? Dr. Uthman Baba, Director Hospital Management Services, Niger State. Hospital Management Services, Niger State. 39. Excuse me. No 50,000. No 100,000. No. Okay, make a check. You get one careless money within my office. Make a check. Come sit down. Make we appreciate my daughter Daisy. We don't call her 2 times, madam.
Ordinary.
Why the man no dey pick?
We even before the program, we tell and say we don't tell and say in the course of the program, say we go call am make he explain. Now he even explain to us say task force day for Niger State set up by the government where they go around to inspect hospitals and even confirm that there are some small hospitals that the task force has recommended and they have shut down. So when we brought this matter, he promised that this task force would go straight into action. But he answered us before we enter. I don't know why I know they pick now.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ordinary president. But we go still follow him up if you no answer.
Thank you.
We go give you feedback by next week Tuesday. Waiting and wait, and if possible to bring him live here so that he can address the issue.
We see when I see wetin they talk here. Nigeria, in some quarters we are not proactive. In some other quarters we are not effectively reactive. Una go allow hospitals to operate and kill people before you shut them down. The same thing with some of these things where structures where they dey for ground. Where una dey when they start the block work. Una go allow the work to go far because una officer don't collect money to approve them. The person wey suppose make sure say that thing no happen, don't they look away because this na country where they know they encourage goodness, honesty and hard work. We encourage laziness, we reward corruption, and we encourage corruption. Even though be a country where they encourage corruption, how people go serve this country for 30-something years. Upon retirement, you know, go give them their pension. You go take them, they do carry one woman, go put there, will never work for her entire life, better work. They determine the fate of Nigerian civil servants. One rotten pension policy where Nigerian government carry come to destroy itself. We sabi borrow from abroad and we know they implement them well. You wake up one day, you say you won't do computer-based test. How many people get computer for Nigeria? Where the light there, where the internet there, how many computers schools get? Intelligent children, you fail them in the name of no be waiting they use teach me. You go use ask me question. You use paper and barrow teach me. You can't carry computer, they ask me. Waiting I know about the computer in the first place. Nigeria, we're so backward. It disturbs me when I see so many things going wrong in this country. We have leaders that are not patriotic. They are not concerned about the progress of this nation. They are only concerned about what concerns them, their associates, their loved ones, and the rest. For how long shall this continue? Telling us that there are hospitals that have been slated for closure. Where were you? How can a quack establish a hospital and be running the hospital for years, killing many people? Because your relations can never go to that hospital. Now here we dey, under Federal Ministry of Health, a quack who was never a doctor, practiced as a doctor in Nigeria at Federal Ministry of Health, became a director at that level. Now here we dey, our border dey porous. Cotonou guy go come, he go get BVN, he go get a NIN number, he go get everything. You, a bona fide Nigerian is being denied. Now we be children of Mama Put, where us hunger they kill. Our mama they sell food. Yet we no get food to chop.
Ordinary, I want to assure you about the follow-up, because the doctor, when we spoke to him before we came to the studio, confirmed that they have sent for that particular doctor, Right Care, the owner, the CEO of the place, and he has not responded to their call severally. And we have insisted that they should send their team to go there and address the issue on ground so that we can resolve this matter and redress it completely, so that that doctor can be held to account.
My brother, I bet you go come back tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Make you no vex, huh?
Thank you, sir.
Now Nigeria, where we did be that.
Thank you, sir.
We are to get justice for poor man. Be like, madam, I don't give you enough time to talk. I dey vex now as I dey here. Now, person wife will die. Now we dey talk here. And now because of absolute system failure for this country, now it lead to this. So many things have gone wrong. Many are going wrong as we speak. Thieves know they even shame to thief money again. So, sir, you will come back tomorrow by the grace of God.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is she still in the mortuary?
Yes, sir.
Let us fix a date to bury her.
All right, sir.
Whether you get justice from government or not, God Almighty in heaven will give you justice over them, including our leaders that have failed you and failed us. We can no longer keep her in the mortuary. Please, let us do it. You understand what they talk?
Yes, sir.
I beg, call your in-laws. Make una discuss. Call your in-laws. Make una discuss. I personally will support you with some money for the burial. Okay. Make we hear from doctor. Collect microphone.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Ordinary president.
Ordinary president. I'm not used to this, but I'm learning. I, having seen what you are doing to help this patient, I just thought that before I leave, because patients are waiting for me, I know that one of his major challenges will be how to get an artificial limb so that he can walk about. And the Red Cross in Maiduguri, they have a facility where artificial limbs are given free. So I just wanted to lend a word of advice that we can connect him so that if it is possible for him to go there, they can get an artificial limb for him. I just wanted to say that because that will actually go a long way in helping his rehabilitation.
Thank you very much. But if na this same Meduguri, where soldiers, they cry, where they post them go, then this man will get one leg, you won't send them going there. Talk to your fellow doctors. You get the recommendation, you get the prescription. May they, you get in height. May they send them to you. You can administer it to him here. Good idea, yes?
Yeah. We'll look at other options too.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Make we appreciate doctor now. My brothers, my sisters, if we not looked on and assist the time done, they give us signal to do things, signal make we continue to the van, they go. Time done, they even give one signal to pack Kaya come out for studio. But because of the special nature of today's edition, we will add extra 30 minutes because we need feedback from people via the phone. Make them tell us waiting this call, this interview where we do with the president of ASU be to them, how it be to them. So permission from regulators as well as the management. So my brother, make you come back today around 5 o'clock. Make una come meet me.
All right, sir.
Make we do family meeting about your wife's burial.
All right, sir.
Thank you. You
Thank
can
you,
go
sir.
back to your seat. If the marketing department are ready now, signal me. I refuse to get angry. The devil is a liar. I refuse to get angry.
Fighting here and there, we don't want it at all. Killing people today, tomorrow, we don't want it at all. And we don't want separation. You do your own, I do my own. Make you they go. Michael, no. We don't want that one.
We may quarrel and disagree, but let it be on the table of dialogue. No blood, chaos, war, violence.
Let us stand with our nation as one people.
And we must also stand for the armed forces. They are our husbands and wives. They are our brothers and sisters.
Please support the armed forces,
whose lives are always on the front line to protect our nation. Nigeria is your own. Nigeria is mine. Nigeria is our own. Our uniqueness is in our oneness.
Our oneness is our strength.
This message is from the Defense Intelligence Agency, Information Operations.
When we are asleep in the night, they are awake. When we are awake in the morning, they are still awake. In the bush, air, land, and sea, every time, any
Belembe. Give them microphone, make them they introduce themselves. If you introduce, you go back. Or you give her quickly. What is your name? No, open your mouth and talk to me. Your name?
Khadija Hussein.
From?
Plateau State.
No, school.
Model Islamic Educational Foundation.
Oh yeah, next person. And then they collect. No, now let them go round like this. Make una help me coordinate them now. Now we go to do everything. Then you go like this. I have people around me, yet I am lonely. Yes, my dear. What is your name?
Aisha Sirajo Ibrahim.
From
Model Islamic Schools.
what class, ma?
SS3.
Yes, ma. Thank you. The next. Oh yeah, this way. Your name?
Ali Abdulaziz.
From
Model Islamic School.
class.
SS3.
Learn to talk to the mic, my friend.
SS3.
Thank you. Next person, please.
Aisha Mohammed Modibo from Model Islamic School, JSS3.
JSS3?
Yes.
Now my class be that. Oh yeah.
Farida Kamaruddin from Model Islamic Schools, JSS3.
Make we dey appreciate them now.
Mariam Fadare Wumi from Model Islamic School, JS3.
My class. No, this way.
Hikma Jirala Mari, JSS3, Model Islamic School.
Nyanga.
Isra Abdul Ghani, JSS3 from Model Islamic School.
Aisha Muhammad Bello, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Safia Ahmed, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Fatima Musa Waziri, Model Islamic School, JSS3. Khadija Kabir, Model Islamic School, JSS3. Hamdallah Abdul Hamid Megbeg, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Nabila Abdullah Bello, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Frida Suleiman, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Mariam Isa Bakari, JSS3, Model Islamic School.
Radiat Akindele, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Come, wait. Now she speak clearly past all of them. Because of that, I am dashing you 10,000 naira. Let's appreciate. Wait. You where they go?
Muhammad Habib Allah Hosseini, Class JSS3, Model Islamic School.
She try. Make we appreciate.
Abubakar Fridaus, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Yusuf Abdurrahman, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Muhammad Bashir Awad, Model Islamic Schools, JSS3. Muhammad Sharif, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Ladam.
Umar Farouk Muhammad, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Imam.
Idris Habib Idris, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Minister.
Abdul Haq Abdul Rauf, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
MashaAllah.
Musa Amin Sanukura, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Sani Ayuba Sharif, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Kai, let's appreciate it. You don't win 10,000. Oh, they go 10,000 for you.
Rufai Abdul Basit, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Zaid Abdullah Lawal from Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Make them put eye for that one body. That one we just talk now. Make them.
Ahmad Muhammad, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Muhammad Model Islamic School, JSS3.
Mustafa Aminu, Model Islamic School, JS3. Imran Yunus, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Abdulatif Ajaoud, Model Islamic School, JS3.
Ali Shehu Ali, Model Islamic School, JSS3.
MashaAllah.
Olatuwo Jamiu Tunde, HOD Department, Secondary School, Model Islamic Educational Foundation.
Yes, MashaAllah. Next person.
Ali Taufik, Class Teacher, Model Islamic Educational Foundation.
Make we appreciate teacher.
Rafat Tiami Abubakar, Mrs. Model Islamic School, English teacher.
No wonder.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abubakar Juria, Model Islamic Educational Foundation Principal.
Hey! Oh! Principal. No wonder. Madam, for principaling well, I'm going to give you more money for a recharge card, which is just 50,000 naira for you.
Mashallah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
When I get any presentation, when I want to do, I be just now excursion carry them come. Now me insist.
Yes.
Say make them enter studio, make them see how we they do, how God they use us to touch other people's lives in a positive way. Children, have you been able to learn something new? Yes. Are you happy you are here? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. MashaAllah, may God bless all of you.
Amen.
So, Principal, you get anything where you want to talk?
I don't really have much. I just want to appreciate you that it is our distinct honor to be here. And we pray to Almighty Allah to continue to guide and protect you.
Amen.
We have been hearing of you. This is not the first time. So that is the reason why we say today we have to come and see who is ordinary president. Can I hear Embelembe? Mashallah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for accepting us.
Yes, ma'am.
We are most grateful.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate her. Collect the microphone. So open the door for them. My brothers, my sisters, if I look down and I say time, don't they give us signal to do it, signal make we continue to the not they go. If the marketing department see they already, I don't go vex you today. If you want to do the advert again, you can do the advert. They have given up. My brothers, my sisters, if I look down and I say time, don't they give us signal to do things, signal make we continue to the not they go. Yes, any other update? Anybody get update? I hear say that retired police officer we enter politics. They for studio. You get update. Quickly, sir. Collect your microphone. We have a few minutes to go. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Brekete family. Good morning, ordinary president.
Yes, sir.
I come here to appreciate.
Yes, sir.
And to tell you that I have won the primary election.
Yay!
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the delegate, they have named the delegate as some are bad and some are good. Actually, what happened during my own time is a different case.
The delegates are good.
Yes, because
you don't get money to give them.
I don't get money to give them, and they promise to perform.
And they perform.
And they perform wonderfully.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him.
Thank you.
So what do you they contest for?
I am contesting of the State House of Assembly in Bauchi State.
Bauchi.
Yes.
Which constituency?
Sate District.
Sate District.
Yes.
Make we appreciate her.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, and I want to see you after the program for a coded information.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Yes. Make we appreciate her. Daisy. There's any update?
No.
Before the end of this year, in fact, I am opening a space for us to have 50 core members, 100 IT students. We if we no get space to accommodate una at the same time, we go run timetable. What this will do is, first of all, to give those that have been rejected multiple times an opportunity to regain their confidence, for them to know that, yes, you have been rejected somewhere, but here you are accepted wholeheartedly. Number two, some of them are so gifted that they are only looking for an opportunity to excel. We'll give them. And number three, it will make the people around me to sit up. Because somebody will come from nowhere, overtake you, and the person I go to engage. If you like, go and say anything. Now your performance go retain you here or send you out of this place. So help us God. Yes?
Yes,
any update?
No, sir, for now, sir.
No update?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
In the crowd, any update? Hembelembe. Hembelembe. We are that girl. We then marry. Okay, make we hear from her, please, before the update. Malama zo ko zo ta nan ki zauna. She go fi waka so zo ki zauna mana. Here. This one no go fi walk around me. Sunanki?
Fatima Abdullahi.
Sa abin nan kusa da bakin ki. Sunanki?
Fatima Abdullahi.
Daga ina kike?
Zaria.
Daga Zaria. I asked her her name. She said na Fatima Abdullahi. Where she from come? She said na from Zaria. I want ask her wetin be her complaint now. But before then, he get somebody we see him, we help him because of God. Make it be similar. Where the man in now when they karaoke?
Yana waje.
Make una bring him in. The way una they do things here, eh? Kai. Some people around me are tribalistic. Some people here are attending to people based on the people's religion. I don't notice them. Make I talk them so that people go here. Some people, one of our core members, Sadiq, he go collect 500,000 naira from a complainant, from a respondent. He chop the money. 500,000 naira. Apart from 40,000 naira where he collect from somebody in the name of recharge card. Make it zo maza. And na come member. Na serve, he can't serve here. And this na the one where we hear. He don't borrow money from different people. He get one time where no, I don't like side talk, please. He get one time where he get one money for transportation of rice we never conclude with the owners of the vehicle. But because now be the link to the rice people for Kano. One day, this person go come meet me, Sadiq, borrow 50,000. He say you the owe. He collect different money, running into hundreds of thousands. Say I the owe. How much be transport fare? A trailer of rice from Kano to Abuja, where you go the borrow money from people. That one pass, I forgive him. He can't block one man here. Said this Daisy and consultant Ike them, not Christians and they attend to, and Igbo people. Say as the man are not and Muslim, make you attend to them. They do their backyard till one day. The man send them 40,000 naira recharge card. Say he go use the card to call the respondent. Now later this thing backfire. So make una try understand the situation where they inside. Imagine say President Muhammadu Buhari they expose in ministers with thief money like this. If I continue like this, thank you. All of them, anyone will do, I go expose them. Whether consultant, I go, Akaramakala, okay, let you. As you they do good, I talk them. You do bad, I talk them. Yes, Megida, Sunanka.
Sunana Ibrahim Aliyu.
Ibrahim Aliyu. Kaya mutumin ina ne? Ka daina saukewa ka rike da Allah ba kaya bane.
Mutumin Kano.
A ina ka ga wannan yariya?
A hanyar Zaria na ganta. Mun shigo mota tare da ita. Sai tana ta kuka haka.
A cikin
mota. Tun daga Zaria zuwa Abuja.
Tana ta kuka.
Sai nake tambaye ta ke me yake faruwa da ke, sai ta ce mun a gidansu ne an takura mata ga abubuwan da yake faruwa da mijinta. Shine take gaya mun cewar mijinta ne yana tsangwamata, ana takura mata a gidansu. Bayan ana takura mata sai na ce mata to ba kya kai wa iyayenki ƙara abubuwan da suke faruwa. Sai ta ce mun ta kai musu, idan ta kai musu ta gaya musu sai a sa yayyanta a gidansu a yi ta dukanta ba sa tambayar ta irin abubuwan da yake faruwa da ita. Kuma sannan mijinta matafiyi ne, idan ya yi tafiya ya dawo sai ta gaya mai, idan ta gaya mai matar abokin uwar zamanta tana yin abinci ba ta ma.
Okay, thank you. Now, waiting the man, they tell me, they say, I ask him where you from come. He say from Kano. How it takes Sabi this guy? He say in they come back from Kano. Now they enter the same motor. Then they come back from Kano from Zaria. They pick this guy. This guy they cry from that Zaria reach Abuja inside motor. Now he come they ask her. She come talk say now marriage where they enforce her marry. It says when she be 16 years. Shekarun ki nawa aka yi miki aure?
16.
16. So, and then she say na only 2 times she see this man. And then this man get another wife. She say when they do the marriage, the man know they respect her, they treat her like wife. And the man they travel well. She say when they take kika samu a gidan ta girme ki? Kamar da shekaru na?
Gaskiya ta girma.
Za ta haife ki ko? Amma ta girme ki sosai. She said the gap for age between she and the first wife where she meet for her, say the gap wide well. I asked her whether the woman go fit born her. She say no, but the gap wide well. She say according to this man, say so, when the husband travel, say this woman they cook, she know they give her food. And then when the man come back, when they try to explain to the man know they agree, listen to her. She said, she don't carry this matter, go the emir of Zazzau Palace. Yaushe?
Shekaru biyu kenan da
2 years ago, then she go the palace and me ya faru a can.
Da na je na gaya musu dai abin da ke faruwa da mijin, he suka kira iyayena da suka zo he suka ce a raba auren. Abubuwan da ke faruwa suka ce sun yadda za a raba, da aka koma kuma suka kara mai da ni.
So for the palace come someone her parents come. No be everything I will make she talk on air where they happen. So when the palace hear that thing, they say they made them dissolve the marriage, and the parents accept, say they go dissolve the marriage. Only as them go back, they no come dissolve the marriage. Instead, ranar ne aka miki duka aka maida kiko? They come beat Shege, come off her body, carry her, go back to the husband house. So yeah, make her ask her who she can't look for Abuja. What wajen wa kika taho ki zo ki samu a Abuja?
Ba kowa.
Eh?
Ba kowa.
Ba kowa. Nobody. Baki san kowa ba? Yeah? She don't know anybody. Now, if to say she fall into the hands of wrong people, waiting for happen. Now, I would like make I refer this matter to Professor Oloyede of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, and Akramakala, you go carry her go National Mosque, collect the other microphone. Yeah, and then if any person will know say if from Zaria and you dey responsible and you want make shame no catch you when you face your creator, we need your intervention. This is a small girl. This kind of thing they lead to prostitution. Some of these women, young girls, they see for Marabanjos, Tafa and co. Now forced marriage where them force them, where they escape, somebody go put them for house, and then prostitution don't start. And they give the Muslim Ummah, Abuja Muslim Forum, all other Muslim organizations. I am giving you between now and Friday. If nothing is done, something can be done from here by the grace of God. And I hear say the man they work for Abuja here. Me sunanshi. Wetin be his name?
Dauda.
Dauda who?
Musa.
Dauda Musa. Aina yake aiki, where in they work?
Anan garin yake aiki.
She said na for here this town they work. Me sunan gurin aiki shi, wetin be the name of the place?
Wala ban san inda yake aiki.
She no even know. Wala but yeah. Okay. Kuje ku ci abinci ku dawo. Thank you very much. Thank you. My brothers, my sisters, if I look at and I see time, don't they give us signal to do to signal, make we begin pack kaya come up for studio, make we open telephone line. Hello, good morning.
Sir.
Now who me and I'm Devano, where you Devano from, waiting be your contributor?
My name is Sanya Santanzaria.
You are not supposed to call this number. The number to call if you're there inside Nigeria, 090 99 88 77 00. If you're there for outside Nigeria, now plus 234 81 88 89 1011. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Honorary President.
Yes, sir.
My name is Peter Lokchang Bako. I'm calling from Mabushi.
Okay, now me cut and throw away. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, Honorary President.
What be your name? Where are you developed from?
And my name na Chukudi Obi. I developed from Philippines.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chukudi Obi from Philippines.
I've been trying to reach this number. It don't say.
Yes.
But thank God I don't reach again today.
Yes.
I say make I greet you for the good work where you do, Ordinary President.
Thank you very much, sir.
We thank you for your effort. In fact, all the cases you have been treating, we love your intervention.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to thank the Brekete family for giving us hope to believe that Nigeria will still work again.
It will work by the grace of God. No. My brothers, my sisters, if I looked at an assistant time, don't they give a signal? Somebody from Philippines. Nigeria go work again. No? In the next 6 months, watch and see what will happen in Nigeria and to Nigeria, and how Nigerians abroad will come back to Nigeria because the atmosphere would have been conducive by then. By the grace of God. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Waiting be your name, where you develop from?
My name is calling from Malaysia. Madam President, I told you I did mistake sending 100,000 instead of 10,000. Some people are calling me a scammer.
Sorry.
Because of that, I have the clue. The statement of account, the slip that I used to send the money is with me. Anything you want me to provide, I will provide for you.
I will send you 90,000. I will send you 90,000. No vex. Because no. People just they come because I want to help. Other people that send money because I want to help. Somebody calling me a scammer. Sorry.
I have the slip with me.
Sorry.
I sent it to GTB Bank.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, no vex. Sorry. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Now who me and I'm Devano? Where you Devano from?
My name is Abdullah. I'm calling from Scotland.
Abdullah, how's Scotland today?
Scotland is cold and wet.
You know, Scotland no far from where I don't stay before.
Oh yeah.
Ask me the name of the place.
Okay, what is it, sir?
Scott Bush.
Oh.
So Abdullah, waiting be your country with
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yes, I just want to appreciate your effort and time for giving people outside Nigeria hope. Every morning I wake up and watch this program. It makes me feel like, somebody out there is making us proud, and I'm just happy. Honor President, may God bless you and God continue to give you the strength to keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Amen. And then you say your name now.
Abdullah Mohammed Goni.
Okay, Abdullah Mohammed Goni. Tomorrow I go announce our PayPal account and I go announce our GoFundMe account. They don't post them already, but officially I go announce them tomorrow. You get one self will be for Bitcoin. We go try and make we see whether this Bitcoin na reality has been a true na reality. Thank you very much, Abdullah.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Make we appreciate them. Hello, Your Excellency, to be inshallah. Okay, you step down for somebody.
Yes. I stepped down for my brother and a friend.
Umar Shehu will be the wakili marathon we pay.
morning, my honorary president.
Yes, sir.
How are you, my honorary
I did respect everything be a contributor. The time don't work out, go, sir.
Good morning. Make a great Brekete family members. I know time don't they go.
Good morning.
They appreciate you.
My honorary president, I don't want my contribution is just to pray for you. For you to look into the plight of our younger ones, our children that are out of school for about 4 months, thereabout. May God Almighty Allah continue to grant you more wisdom.
Amen.
That wisdom that nobody can challenge it. May God Almighty Allah continue to grant you that good health.
Amen.
That health and strength
Amen.
that you can always stand for humanity.
Amen.
You know the purpose of creation. You are very, very lucky, ordinary president. You are a very, very lucky gentleman. You know the purpose of creation. And all that you have, you've invested it towards humanity. For the step you took in seeing that ASU are back in classes is a giant stride.
Thank you, sir.
Nobody has ever done it before.
Thank you, sir.
The little we have, we will support you with prayers.
Thank you, sir.
And we will support you with words of comfort and encouragement.
Yeah.
May Almighty Allah continue to guide us all.
Amen. Apart from prayers and words of courage, use need support me for this ASU intervention. I beg.
Inshallah, we will do it, and we will also work towards people that will help you.
Tell the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, say I beg, make you contribute too.
I will do that.
Thank you.
And my other president, UBA, the UBA branch in my ministry are also ready to help out. But I will direct them to come and see you first.
Okay,
before
sir.
you bring them online.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Make we appreciate Wakili Marafan Mipe. My brothers, my sisters, if I look down on a sister time, don't they give us now only 1 minute we get and Ambassador Potopoto na person when be say he don't they try since make you no be like say we leave our ambassador for backyard. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Waiting be your name, where you develop from?
My name is Samechi. I'm from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates.
Okay, hello, Your Excellency, Distinguished Ambassador Potopoto, good morning, sir.
Ordinarily, we cannot stop acknowledging you.
Thank you. We have 30 seconds to go, sir.
Yes. You see, you get some junior where they stubborn. One picking, he can't catch him, Papa red-handed. Then Papa tell him, he go give him money. He tell him, Papa, okay, make him give him. He say he go give him small thing. Say, Mama, when he catch him with the engagement, say, that's so he give him too. All these things what they do. They don't see how they go make sure, say, you fall into victim. God no go agree. Because in a person, La Mumu, na in the point hand where they're very strong man. Keep doing good.
Thank you.
God is with you.
So the junior catching Papa red-handed. Yes, the Papa promised him something. Yeah. As he give him something, he say, when that time where I catch mommy self with get man, waiting mommy give me plenty pass waiting they give me now. Thank you very much, Potopoto. Una waiting.
We don't want it at all. Killing people today, tomorrow, we don't want it at all. We can't stop. You do your own, I do my own. Make you go. No. We don't want that one.
We may quarrel and disagree, but let it be on the table of dialogue.
No blood,
Fight for human rights.
war, violence.
Let us stand with our nation as one people.
And we must also stand for the armed forces,
Fighting for human
for
rights.
our husbands and wives, They are our brothers and sisters.
Please support the armed forces
Whose lives are always on the front line to protect our nation. Nigeria is your own. Nigeria is mine. Nigeria is our own. Our uniqueness is in our oneness.
Our oneness is our strength.
This message is from the Defense Intelligence Agency. Information operating.
When we are asleep in the night, they are awake. When we are awake in the morning, they are still awake. In the bush, air, land and sea, every time, anytime, everywhere. They are our security forces. In season and out of season, standing in there for you and I, standing in there for our nation to keep Nigeria safe. Let us always support them. Let us pray for them. Let us help them to serve us better, to serve the nation better. Let us support the federal government of Nigeria. Together, we can weather the storm. For vital information, call
091 35 90 4467.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration wished to bring to the notice of the FCTA pensioners under the Defined Benefit Scheme, Old Pension Scheme, that effective from Friday, July 1st, 2022, the administration will suspend the payment of monthly pension to all pensioners who have not been verified under the biometric verification exercise that has been on since March 2020. Affected pensioners are hereby requested to report to the FCT Pension Department, Area 3, Garki, Abuja, to complete the process of verification to avoid suspension of their monthly pension payment. For further inquiries, please contact us on 0801 837 75313 or at fctpen19@gmail.com. Management Announcer.
My country people, I don't come again though. My name na Madam Happiness of Happiness Computers. HP don't give us the promo again to make we dey do the go. With the help of our ordinary president, they give us Lenovo, they give us HP. They give us Core i3, Intel Celeron, Core i5 and Core i7. Say make we use they do this promo. They give us SSD, they give us HDD. They give us the one where we see a graphic system. They give us many types of system. We can't get the ones where they turn S360. We can't get the ones where you go touch. And all this laptop, they good well. And we can't join fairly used laptop conjoiner. We clean. And this fairly used, the type where ordinary president gets day here. And all this fairly used, they clean well. And the laptop good and the price cheap well. And you when one buy, sir, you when one buy, give your children. You when one buy, use for your office. You when one buy supply, you go come buy from us. And it make it come buy another because anywhere the product finish, now there the promo don't finish so. And we can't get tablets where children they use. You where your child they don't do well for school, you go come buy and come give and take them appreciate them. Your children when one made they learn something with your brother where they abroad or their teacher where they far, you go put program, they go to their house, they learn everything where you want them to learn. We can't join some of those tablets with free mobile Wi-Fi. Can't they rent systems? Whether on a laptop or desktop where you want you to do your occasion. We can't get printers. We can't get accessories where we no go female shop on. We can't get external hard drive. We can't get flash drive. We can't get phones. We can't get gamma printers. We can't get scanners. We can't get printer. Computer where Oyibo they call CPU. The system they separate, the monitor they separate. And we can't get all in one computer. The one we join together. Monitor everything there together. It go just carry and once. And the only thing where you go attach na keyboard. All these things they and their prices they good well. We can't get television where you go use the watch our ordinary president where in the preaching good news with TSTV where Brekete they saw. Hey, my Brekete family members, you know say Happiness Computers na your shop. I want shock on. One of our family members from US don't shift shoe, can't give us for Nigeria. with the help of our ordinary president, e can't give us the price wey cheap well. You go buy for your children, you go buy for yourself. Come now, come buy, and people don dey rush am already. We can't get basket. Anything where you pick inside that basket, now your gift be that. Now the free gift where we give you. The address where you go come, na ground floor, Wheeland Plaza, number 20 Sefa Street, opposite Zenith Bank PLC, close to Sheraton Junction, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. Or visit our website www.happinesscomputers.com or call this number one one give you 081 80 37 9365 or call the number again 081 80 37 9365. Happiness Computers and ordinary president, they make life better. Oh. Hey, my Brekete family members, you know say Happiness Computers na your shop. I want shock una. One of our family members from US don't shift shoe, can't give us for Nigeria. With the help of our ordinary president, it can't give us the price way cheap well. You go buy for your children, you go buy for yourself. Come now, come buy, and people don't dey rush am.
Mama Precious, where you dey buy all these clothes? Where they fit you like this?
No be the clothes oh, na the quality brazier and waist trainer wey I wear inside na im make my cloth look fine, come make me look beautiful like this.
You know me now.
For Fide shop, you go get high quality brazier, pants, waist trainers, body reshaper, post-surgical garments, BBL pillow, surgical socks, and even back to school things for your children dem.
Abeg, tell me more.
Dem dey Wuse Market bus stop now, beside Wema Bank for Lasaro Plaza, inside Abuja. Even sef, you fit search for Fide inside Google Play Store or Apple Play Store and download Fide app. Also go their website for www.fideglobal.com and sit down for your house jeje to buy online and they go deliver am to you. In fact, if you check them for Instagram for Fide Global Infinities, or for more information, you fit call them on top this number 080 33 46 2789 080 33 46 2789.
Fidel,